Hey, good morning traders. Ken Calhoun from TradeMastery.com with our watch list for today, Friday, February 22nd. Coming at you live here, pre-market. It's 8 a.m. East Coast time as I'm recording this here. Brought to you by my TradingTheOpen.com live room. Do be sure to try that if you're not yet a member. We've been running the room since the year 2000, so celebrating nearly 20 years in business. It's the place to be. As always, all information is for educational or information use only. So if we take a look at our current market, you can see the S&P is gapping up a little. So we've got a week-long market bias. We're not way up in the two-day high zone, but we do have a week-long bias. If we look at some of the charts to follow today, they are as follows. ZSAN had a big, huge run-up yesterday, not till late in the day, though, after 10:30. So do note that for those of you who are fellow open-range breakout traders, wasn't much going on in this guy until after 10:30, at which point it skyrocketed on up. So we'll see if it continues the rally or if it's more likely it'll just kind of chop around and drift today. Remember, the day after big, huge days, just like big gaps, the day after the gap is often a resting day. Kind of they're pausing, trying to digest the gains, figure out what they want to do next. So wouldn't surprise me to see this do a little head fake and chop. So we want to be a little careful with this one. Next up to bat, ADIL. And what I like about this one is that it did have a nice big open range breakout, a mean reversion to the 4 whole number support line. We'll see if it resumes its uptrend in today's markets. Next, ACHV. This is a favorite of mine for today because of the gap continuation, a mean reversion. That's just a fancy way of saying it pulled back to around the middle of the trading range, to the mean or the X bar. Anyway, pulled back to the average, which is just around 3 right here. So we'll see if it finds support or if it crashes and bounces down here. Next up, PCG. What I like about this chart is it's my favorite classic minor gap continuation following the previous day's strong up chart. I have a head and shoulders here, but that didn't lead to a sell-off, so we'll see if it breaks the 20. Next up, we've got Zillow, 37 whole number resistance. Minor gap continuation. We'll see if that continues as well. Again, this is my favorite chart pattern, is a small gap that is likely to continue. And I like that it's right under whole numbers, so we'll see if it's able to break through to the other side. Our down charts, KHC, huge epic gap from 48 down to 38. Down to 36.50. We'll see if it bounces later or not. This is more likely to end the day at 32 than 42, but hey, we'll see. We'll be ready to play a bounce if it does get some buyers. I'm not too eager to trade this though. It's got some bad news and all that. So another good down chart with good volatility is UNIT, UNIT. It ran from 12 and change down to 10, so nice 2-point drop from the whole number 12 to the whole number 10. And it's currently losing support and continues to crash and burn. I'll buy it if it drops down to 9 and pivots, or if it breaks out over the previous day's low up here. But in the meantime, I'm going to stay clear because that's obviously sellers in charge. And again, that's in context of a market that is gapping up. We have a week-long market bias. These are the types of things that I teach my traders. We also, as any professional trader does, follow the ARMS indices, Henry Arms trend or ARMS indices. The trend Q and the NYSE trend give us a profile as to buying and selling pressure with the AD line and the rest of it. If we look at some of the other ETFs out there, TQQQs are gapping up on the market strength today, so I'll be a buyer if it takes out new highs. TVIX, on the other hand, gapping down. This one's been really good for day trading. I traded it yesterday up here and during the pivot and tried to catch a bounce a couple of times and got stopped out on the way down. But anyway, when it does run up, it has really nice range and volatility. So I'll be a buyer of it if it recovers its uptrend. If the market sells off at any point in the day, which it likely will, this guy will be on the uptick. And last but not least, UWT. Spectacular breakout here, nice minor gap continuation. This is how to play crude oil to the long side. And it's a nice gapper, so we'll see if it continues on as well. So anyways, best wishes for success in today's markets. I'm Ken Calhoun from TradingOpen.com. We provide specific updated triggers and alerts, and I trade these things live in the room for everybody, so you can look over my shoulder and see how a real trader does it with small, conservative, maybe not the safe isn't the right word to combine with day trading, but more conservative 100 share approach, so that my stop loss costs are down usually in the $10, $15, $20, $30 range. So when I'm wrong real small. And that's the number one thing to learn, is cut your losses quickly and start off with small size. And you can always position size or scale into the winners for the ones that do work out. So anyways, best wishes for success. Do visit me at tradingopen.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.